was never the full-time starting quarterback, and he never had a chance. Never had a chance.
He probably didn't, but I still felt he would do well. Now, who knows why we think these things? Uh, some of it was the fact that I just struggled to believe Ohio State would play at the level that they did, and they did. These things tend not to matter as much. Now, fortunately, Matt, we're in 12-team playoff. Uh, it matters from a seeding standpoint, but it likely won't matter a whole lot. And it also adds the argument, are you better off playing some directional school in your first game, or should you play in what we had on Saturday? I liked what we had yesterday. It made the season opening more dramatic. But while Gunnar Stockton has confidence today, and people were believing in Georgia when maybe they didn't yesterday, the Texas myth seems to be all over the floor at the moment. None of it really matters except this is what we do.
Yeah, and look, again, they're guaranteed 12 games, and there's a lot of time to figure this thing out. And I genuinely believe I think Sark's one of the more brilliant offensive minds and coaches in the country, and he will get it figured out. But even with Texas, if you watch this show over the past couple of years, you know how I feel about preseason rankings. I think they're absolutely garbage. I think they're lazy. People look at last year's team and say, oh, this team was good last year. Let's just rank them high again. In Texas's case, they've got Texas talent. They've been recruiting at a high clip. They're great in the transfer portal. They did lose a lot to the NFL, and they did have a new starting quarterback. To rank them number one of the preseason, it was a miss from day one. Not to say they can't get there, not to say they're going to be a top 10 team, but it was now you've got, what's wrong with Texas? Number one team lost. Not really. Ohio State, they didn't look great either with their new quarterback, so I don't want to absolve them from all of this. But it sets the season up for just a weird taste in your mouth in week one when we put these numbers and these things to teams that we haven't seen play yet. And that's why for the first month, we're not going to know anything here for the next 3 weeks. Would you agree?
I would. And those who, and it bothered me, but those who looked at the tape last year on Arch probably ended up with the best takes. But when we're sitting around on January 21st reflecting on the season, Matt, this late August conversation will probably not matter a whole lot, other than maybe in the school that we get to in a few minutes. But I think in Texas's case, we were prisoners of the Manning name, and that's okay. We've only been hearing about Arch Manning since about the 7th grade. It was one of the biggest commitments of all time. It's the biggest debut of all time, and it did transcend sports, and that's what I jumped on with some of my now ridiculous takes, but that's fine. We're in the business to express our opinions, and what I don't like, Matt, and not to be on a soapbox, are those who never give an opinion. I don't mind being wrong. I think it's pretty funny. I get a kick. It got so bad yesterday, I was flying back, and you try to keep up. Nobody in our business admits it, but you try to keep up with what people are saying about you. I couldn't keep up with it. It was just mine. I finally said, I've had enough. And that, by the way, that was only after the Texas game. That wasn't after the bad take on Alabama or the bad take on LSU and Clemson. But hey, we're all alive this morning, and what else matters?
You want this, you got that. No way, watch them walk right past you. Run fast,